right. There we are.
I've been doing lives during the day.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that a lot more just because, like, I don't got any time once it comes nighttime.
Well, you're welcome on my show
Yeah,
anytime
yeah.
you want.
I'm thinking.
Just tell me when you're ready and we'll go. Like, I don't need to do, I do a picks thing, but we
I
can talk hockey while I'm doing
I'm
it.
thinking about slowing down a lot more on YouTube, just because I'm doing so much other things now. I'm working like 36 hours per week, maybe even more than that at work now, and then I got still doing the Husky stuff, trying to, of course, move because I'm trying to get everything organized so I could be able to move this summer. So
Right.
I'm doing tons of stuff. Welcome in, everyone.
Yeah, if you ever want to come on during the day, let me know. I don't do it every day either. Hi, everybody.
Yeah,
I gotta get
I
going.
like I just wanted to I'm basically just want to slow my shit down because like I love doing YouTube, but it's just I don't know, I want to do some newer stuff and I've been interested in other stuff more than I have been with YouTube, especially like just
Oh yeah.
creative videos. It's a lot of work. I've been trying to do, working out every day, like I want to stay on
I
that grind a
I
lot
gotta.
more.
I fell off,
Oh,
dude.
really?
I'm get. Yeah, I'm going back tomorrow morning again. I've been really busy too. And then I've been doing the day stuff. Then capping has been crazy this year because it's so tight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's been, yeah, and I gained. Now I'm
Yo,
like,
Kobe.
okay, enough of this. I'm not getting fat again. Fuck no.
Yeah, I know. I've been
Okay.
I've been I'm not really slacking too much on the gym, but I haven't really been eating too much over the past few days. Mostly because I've been partying a lot this weekend. I went out to a few clubs and stuff like that,
Oh
and
yeah.
did a lot of stuff this weekend. But
Okay, I gotta find you.
welcome everyone into the stream. As everyone, I actually should share this out to the socials because I haven't streamed in forever. So it's been almost a month now since I've been live. But
There you are. Okay.
post this out on Twitter.
Yeah, I'll share it out to a few places too.
New Devils versus St. Louis Blues. Come chill and there we go.
I got Jersey still winning this one without Hughes,
Oh, they don't have Hughes in the
but
lineup tonight?
no.
Shit.
I'm a little bit apprehensive about it because I kind of said after they traded Tarasenko, I said, watch, St. Louis is going to play a lot looser now. I think that's been just a pain in the ass in that room for a while. And
Tarasenko?
yeah, I mean, he has to be traded a long time ago.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
don't know
sort of
why they
like
didn't trade him a long time ago. Cause like wasn't it? What didn't he play not bad last year? Why didn't they trade him last year?
he traded, well, they thought they were a playoff team. And it's more than that. Now it's up in the air with O'Reilly. And
Dude, it would
uh,
have been almost like prime area to trade him last year, to be quite honest. I mean, they still got a decent haul out of the trade, anyways. Like,
okay.
it was okay, but like for a player that's below a point per game, hasn't been playing that fantastic this year. I
But they were in a
I
playoff
fucking
spot last
I
year.
seen a
So that's fine.
post from a Leafs fan. He's like, "This is the best or from a Rangers fan." He's like, "This is the best Rangers team I've ever seen in my life." I'm like, "No, dude, what are you talking about, bro? Like, I'm sorry, it's nowhere near the best Rangers team." I mean, he was born in like '95, he said, so he's a young one, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I like their defense, but they're like, I don't know. I'm not a big
They're
fan of.
still not great 5-on-5.
No, no, God,
They're,
no.
they're still not great 5-on-5. And it's all good. The
Welcome in,
Rangers are
Luca.
great. The Rangers are great when they're playing loose and happy.
Yeah.
But once the shit hits the fan and they got to actually buckle down, they're nowhere to be found. So we'll see how they are after all the Tarasenko stuff wears off and they're back to their old selves again.
That's great
But
that Hito's doing pretty good this year, though.
oh, what am I talking about? The Blues destroyed that trade. They got Sammy Blais.
Yeah, they got him fucking back.
Holy fuck. I was like, what was that for? Was that like sort of a, okay, like that almost felt like, okay, we'll take him back. Sorry.
Yeah, you're a Range fan
Pardon.
and you agree. Yeah, their 5-on-5 sucks. Like I really don't see it as like the best. I like a lot of compartments of the Rangers, no doubt. I think they're gonna go pretty far in the playoffs. I just don't think that they're just like the best team overall wise. I think there's still a lot of components that are very weak, right? Like you only have what Trocheck, Spinacek, Panarin, and Tarasenko, and I'm sorry, Spinacek sucks. Like he's not doesn't full on suck, but he's not the greatest 5-on-5 player in the world.
The only thing Sabinajad can do,
It's
and he does it
power play.
extremely well. Yeah, the power play. But if he gets room on the rush to shoot off while he's skating, then he can peg it like as good as anyone out there.
Yeah.
Like shooting off the skate, he is freaking amazing. But his overall game is way overrated.
Oh,
Way
without a doubt.
overrated.
That's why I didn't think he should be paid the way that he got paid. Yeah, welcome in, Joe Rogan. I know I've been going for a bit. I was taking some time off for a bit off of YouTube. I wanted to sit back and relax and do some other things since I burnt myself out, which if you guys don't know what burnout is basically you just burn yourself out to the point where you just don't want to do it anymore. And I got to that point where it was just giving me stress 24/7, so I just took a little bit of a break, took a little bit of a breather, and now I'm coming with a new game plan where I'm not just gonna, kill myself all the time. I'm gonna take some breaks and not do live streams all the time. OGRs are just gonna be halted. I don't know when they're gonna be back or if they're gonna come back. My plan is to just kind of stop doing the OGRs. It was way too much, I think, because I'm trying to work out every day. And trying to work out every day alongside of almost having to fucking make an OGR and watch a hockey game every day is pretty goddamn hard to do. Especially the Edmonton Oilers, like it's just drives you insane. And if I got paid a lot more money than what I was getting paid, I would do it a lot more, especially since I, work full time. I can't do it full time plus try to do the OGRs full time. Yeah, I know the Panthers, they've been kind of climbing up. I mean, no matter what, like it's going to be a tight race, I think, in the Eastern Conference. I think it's like going to be a very tight race till the end. But the Panthers are actually up 4-1 against the Caps, so they could totally take the spot
I
tonight.
hope that score finishes like that, but I doubt it. I got the under, and I thought it would be a little tighter. I thought they'd be playing. Washington would be playing for.
That's sweet. Yeah, I always love doing live streams, so I always will be around, but just not as much.
I find when it comes to YouTubing, you do it like I say it. When you feel like it o'clock.
Yeah, and I got to the point
Because
where
if
yeah, go ahead.
you weren't even wanting to do it, right? And then it shows. Like
Yeah.
it's not a good show if you don't want to do it. So what's the use of
That's
doing
the
it?
point I was getting to, like where I just, and it's still like a worrying thing where I just like I focus on like other people. I'm like, oh fuck, I need to be live at this time because that's when I said I was gonna be live, and oh, people are gonna be pissed. Now I'm just trying to like just do it
Yeah,
when the fuck I want to do it and not worry about it too much more.
that's right.
So I'm working on it.
Yeah.
It's my bad crutches that I have where I try to overwork myself and basically bury myself into the ground. So working on it. But I'm excited to
Yeah,
see
I
what
do.
the
I
East will
do
do.
mine during.
What's that?
I do mine during the day, and sometimes I start at 10 in the
Yeah.
morning. Sometimes I start at noon. Like I got a job that I can't just not say, oh, I'm not going to go to it. Like it's varied when the trailers are.
And that's
So I can't just cancel work because I'm going to go do a
well,
YouTube
that's the
video that
thing
I
too.
get
Like
no
I
money
was
at.
like thinking that because I've been part time for a little bit there at my work, and I've been working mainly full time hours. But now since it's not the busy season, I'm back working part time, and I'm looking to move. So my boss, he's like, "Hey, do you want to take full time?" And I was like, "Why? Am I just gonna like in my head? I'm like, oh, that means I'm gonna have to slow down on YouTube. Am I really gonna slow down YouTube because I'm not making big money when I can make big money
On
working full
YouTube.
time, right?"
You're not making hardly any money on YouTube. You're not making any.
No,
Let's
yeah,
just
we're
say it.
making pennies on the dollar. Like it's fucking
Nothing.
nothing. So I love streaming.
Yeah.
I will continue to do streams. I might do a lot more early streams. So I'll stream early in the morning and I'll do a quick little stream talking about some stuff and shit. But for
Yeah.
that, like
Yeah.
it's just gonna be maybe the occasional play-by-play stream. And we're only gonna be live until 8:30 tonight as well. We're not gonna do the entire game tonight because I do gotta go cook some food. I know I mean some food right now, but I want to go cook some real food, not itchy band noodles.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, it's good to see you
Yeah.
again. So we should probably talk
Yeah.
hockey
Oh yeah.
now after we
Guaranteed.
can
Let's
plan
fucking
talk.
talk some hockey. I'm ready. I haven't talked. I haven't.
Oh yeah,
I have
I
not
just
been
did.
paying attention too much to hockey, so this is gonna be kind of good for me.
Oh, I have. That's for sure. I have no choice. It's my job. So, well, it's one of my jobs. Um, I just did a Bertuzzi
Nice, Joe.
trade video.
Oh yeah, Tyler Bertuzzi, nice.
Yeah, and it doesn't. Stevie Yzerman does not like Tyler Bertuzzi. I really don't think they're going to sign him. He wasn't happy that he wouldn't take the shot. It just sounds like whenever I hear Stevie Yzerman talk about Tyler Bertuzzi, it almost looks like he's wincing, like fuck. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't
Yo,
something about him. And if you look at Tyler Bertuzzi, he looks like one of those like dumb jock
yo,
guys,
quick
eh?
thing. I
Yeah.
love what fucking
Well,
Cap Friendly's done with Sports Interaction and adding the betting into their site. That's really cool. I think that's awesome what they've
have
done. Yeah,
they?
so if you go to
What?
Cap Friendly and click on a team, it shows the matchup and the odds. Take a look. It's really cool.
How did I miss this? Okay, click on a team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm on Vegas here.
It's on Detroit. I just checked Detroit and it had something there. Is it on Vegas? Yeah, and it shows like the matchup: San Jose versus Vegas Golden
Where?
Knights.
Oh yeah,
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 right
yeah,
at the
yeah, yeah,
top.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Baby odds.
that's
Okay.
really cool. What's up, man?
Betting action. Everybody's on the Knights today.
Oh, Perlo.
Jeez.
Funny. Okay, before we get into hockey, so I did some betting with my father and my Uncle Bill during the weekend on the fights, and we won
Okay.
big time, Perlo. Big time, buddy. Holy shit. $650 we won out of $75 we threw in that night. And we were drinking, having a
Nice.
fun time, and we threw $10 on this one fight for a knockout. It ended up being a knockout. We win $50. So we put $50 on this next fight for Raul Rodriguez to win round 2, and he won in round 2 with like 40 seconds remaining by a submission. And he was on he was
Wow.
on his back, so like basically impossible odds.
Oh,
He was on his back, all the odds against him, and he fucking put on a choke, choked him out. It was insane. Won $650 for a $50 bet.
that's funny you mentioned that. Yeah, do you know the Ice guys?
Yeah,
Have I told you
I
about
think
them?
so.
I was on with them that night.
Oh, really?
I'm doing shows with the Ice guys
Oh, nice.
now every second
Oh,
Tuesday.
that's really cool.
The
Yeah.
live betting
Oh,
shows.
that's really cool. Yeah, yeah.
I was on with them that night, and this one guy, Cheshire Cat, he called that night too, and they were losing their minds. They made huge too on
Yeah,
that.
so I was like telling my dad, I'm like, yo, Yar Rodriguez, round 2. That's what I said. And I'm like, we got this in
Yeah.
round 2, and then he got it, and we're jumping up and down. Like, oh man, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, apparently it was pretty crazy. Yeah, yeah, they got that. They hit 15-1 or something like that.
Yeah, it was crazy odds. Like $50 and you win 650. It was good. Anyways, let's get back on Detroit because I
Cool.
like to talk about Detroit since we.
I've already mentioned how as much I was like, I would, I would gush talking about Stevie Y, but it's more and more I'm starting to realize it's somebody other than Stevie Yzerman built that Tampa Bay team because I don't know what the fuck he's doing in
Maybe
Detroit.
Bristol had a
To
lot
tell
of
you the
help
honest.
because maybe that was
Yeah.
the case. I don't know. Well,
I don't know, but anyways, he doesn't like Bertuzzi, and I think
welcome in, Bears fan.
and Bertuzzi does kind of look like he's sort of vacant when you see like he's like that hockey guy is like
he's
always
begging it right
using
now. He's not even that.
beauty
He's not even playing that
you know,
well
those
this year.
kind of
8
guys.
points in 22 games. Like this guy used to be a
Well,
stud out there. This year he's not
he's-
like picking up the pace as much as he's been in the last previous few years.
He's injured all the time. Maybe parties or something. I don't know. Like I don't know, but he's not a fan. I get the impression he's not a fan of him, and so we'll find out wherever he moves to. But he's asking for like a first, a prospect, and plus. And apparently Bertuzzi's asking some like 8 to 8.5
See, the
million
thing is, it's tough for
per
Stevie
year.
Y because he's a UFA. He has been performing very well this year. He might get, I think, less than almost what Tarasenko would get right now.
Well, what's
Well,
Tarasenko
Tarasenko
going to
got
get?
the Blay Skinner, a first and a third.
Oh yeah, you're in return.
Yeah, in a return. I think
return.
it could be almost about the same.
It depends on
I think
if
it could be like
they're.
a first and
It
a.
depends on if they're willing to sign
That's the
stuff.
thing too, right?
Yeah, it depends on if he's going somewhere where he's willing to sign.
But
Is
even then,
to,
does Detroit really have leverage on it anyways, right? Unless they give him the contract extension ahead of time. They give him like the full 8 years, but no one's gonna really want to do that.
I think there's teams that are going to be salivating to get Bertuzzi. Even they're not going to take much mind to him not having a great
Well,
year
he was
this year
great
because he
last
was
year, so
injured.
like,
Like he's
there's no
that.
doubt. Like that, I don't think.
Yeah,
Um,
he's that type of player too that everybody wants in the playoffs and stuff like that. So I think they'll get
also,
what he
Ollie Matta
wants.
got
I
a
just
nice extension.
yeah okay. That's what I mean.
You know what though, Perlo? You know what though, Perlo?
That's what I mean.
You
Like
know who's working really
he's
well up
not
on
doing
that top
bad to
pairing though?
this year.
Mr. Jake fucking Wallman, baby.
Jake Wallman,
You
he's
don't
having a
even know
good
his
year this year.
analytics, bro. It's insane, dude. Oh my god, you don't even know, bro. So you gotta get your
It doesn't. It doesn't surprise
Jake
me
Wallman's
that he's
amazing.
turned
Like
it
his
around.
analytics are incredible. I think he's both really good defensively and offensively, from what I do remember.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. Like I liked him when he was in.
That was
I thought that was a
Oscar
good pickup
Sundqvist
for
trade.
sure.
Yeah, 78%
Yeah,
in
that
his
was a
defensive
great trade.
percentile and 95% in his offensive percentile.
Wow.
And he's playing alongside of Mort Snyder right now, so. I mean, Ben Straw was a dumb fucking sign, and I don't know what they were thinking with that one, but.
Yeah, Ben Sherratt was brutal. So I think that's it. It's just the Ben Sherratt signing. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get
It's
it.
not
And
like
it's
the
not
Ollie Matta
getting
deal
any
is not
better.
terrible because he does play quite well defensively, and that's what you would get for a defenseman. Like that's around a Cody Ceci type of contract, right? That's what Cody Ceci got paid.
Yeah, it's okay.
No,
It's not bad. His defensive numbers have gotten better the last year or so, because he was injured real bad there.
just the thing is,
So
when you have Lucas Raymond's out of the lineup, he's not a big producer. Well, he's still producing a decent amount, but he's not like really taking that next big step yet. You got, I mean, Kubalik had a great start of the season. He's slowed down. Bertuzzi's not really been there all season. Fabro's been pretty good. Rasmussen hasn't been too much. Perron's been all right. Like, you just don't got a whole lot of strong wingers to help the team out when you got, some pretty strong centers in Veleno, Kopp, and Larkin. You don't got a lot of strong wingers right now for the team. Like Varanen, he was having issues to start off the season. He's called back up, but still a healthy scratch. So,
Kopp isn't really a second line center though. They don't have a second line center. He's a good two-way
Kopp
guy.
is like a fringe
I
second
take him
line.
on my
Fringe second line, maybe third liner.
I take him on my third line any day. I love him as a third liner. Love, love, love. Even at the money he's making, I would take him as a third liner, but I don't think you want him as your second line center. And Veleno's come a long way defensively. He's a solid player too. So they just need a good offensive second liner, I think. Carolina just scored.
Yeah, that could be. This is who they grabbed this upcoming offseason for. Oh, I mean, at the tank they could have got Bedard, but
they're going to sign Larkin for sure.
Oh yeah.
There's no way they're not signing Larkin. Oh,
yeah,
the game's on, by the way. It's been on for.
We're just talking hockey today.
Yeah. So. Yeah, we're just gonna talk hockey. The game's on, but whatever.
Also,
that sounds good to me.
Can we get our daily Vancouver shit talk?
Oh God, if you, I mean,
hey, can I pull up a few fucking here? Let's pull up a few comments from the beginning of the season from Vancouver Canucks fans. Hang on, I remember a lot of them telling me that. What was it again? Shit. Oh yeah, that they were gonna turn it
They're going to
around, that they
come
were gonna
back.
come back, right? And where are they at in the
Yeah,
standings right
yeah.
now?
They're where I predicted they would be.
Let's see here.
Second
Oh
worst in
fuck.
the.
They
Or are they the
are. Oh,
worst?
they're
Are they
fifth
the worst
worst in
now?
the NHL. Holy shit, man! Wow. When are they gonna turn it around, there, Canucks fans?
And what are they in the West? Oh, they're the fourth worst. Okay, I had them. Okay, I had second in the Pacific, second last in the Pacific. But I guess they're not. I guess they're third last
And
in the
a
Pacific.
decent trade for Bo. Hey, not bad. Not terrible.
Yeah, it was okay. Bo's way overrated.
Oh yeah.
So
I know. I've seen
he's
everyone
just
like,
having a
oh,
big year. The Islanders are
oh my
so
god, I
fucked.
don't know
It's
what the fuck they're
ridiculous.
doing, man.
That was the stupidest
I
trade.
remember seeing like so many fans like, oh,
That's-
Vancouver Canucks got fleeced or they're fleeced. I'm like, dude, have you guys watched Bo Horvat over the past few years? The guy's been a nobody for years, man, until this year.
he's a second line. He's a
And
second
they're
line
paying him
center
$8 million.
who I do think will get better. I do think he'll get better defensively. His numbers defensively will be better on the island, but basically, he is a little more offensive. No, because Kopp is way better defensively. I think I would take Kopp over Horvat. So that tells you something. They're paying him $8 million.
Don't even talk about the Islanders are doing contract wise. But everyone was like kind of dissing on A2 Ratu. But I think A2 Ratu is going to be like a long term project with Ratu. And people were talking about his skate and all his negatives. And the first, dude, honestly, so the pick is becomes unprotected. So yeah, like if it's in the top 12, then it becomes a 2024. So if the Islanders miss the playoffs and it comes a top 12 pick, this could actually work out massively for the Canucks. I don't think they realize that. The Islanders, they're near a playoff spot, right? They're near it, but they're not. They're most likely not going to make it, right? So that pick falls into a top 12 position. That means it drops towards next year. And are the Islanders going to be any better next year? So imagine, imagine what that pick could end up being for the Canucks. Yeah. And they only had to trade a bum-ass player in Bo Horvat. And I get captain, leadership, whatever. I get it. Like, I think it's what happened to Bo Horvat fucking sucks. But in the end, they get a player in Beauvillier who could play some hockey with them. Decent winger with some term.
Yeah, I think Beauvillier can do really well there now that he's not in...
His fucking offense is insane. I think the kid, and everyone was dissing on Beauvillier. Everyone's like, oh, Beauvillier sucks. I'm like, dude, Beauvillier has a great, amazing shot. I think the kid could do incredible stuff when he's actually able to, like, be in a nice offensive area. The guy was a first-round pick. The guy was ripping it up in the queue.
I've been making money hands over fist on shot props for him. Like, he's over 2.5 shots every game almost. It's great.
Oh, fuck me. You never shoot the puck in the aisle, so he's taking every opportunity now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I can shoot the puck? What the fuck?
Oh, really? So, what?
Rick talking, you're telling me I could shoot the puck? What? Oh my god, Rick, you are a genius, buddy. I can create opportunities? Are you really telling me that?
I don't just have to... I don't have to shoot instantaneously on the third pass. Just no matter where I am, I can actually create something in the offensive zone. Yeah. Oh, you got fucking... He's loving it, man. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Can we get into the amazing Myers to Toronto rumors, please? Please let that fucking happen, dude. Please, for the love of God. That would be the funniest fucking shit ever, Perlo. Oh my god.
How Toronto always finds a way to fuck everything up. Like, nobody ever tell me again that Dubas
Connor
is an
Timmins
analytics
is better.
GM.
Connor Timmins is better.
Connor Timmins
fucking
is
miles
way
above
better. An NHL player is better. He's not NHL caliber. He's horrible. Horrible. He's not going to get any better in Toronto. How many? I saw that I was doing I was sending something over to the Toronto
Yeah.
on Facebook. Toronto, what's it called?
Mm-hmm.
Boards there. And they were talking about it. And you look in the chat and they're like, oh, we need a guy
Oh,
like
Jesus.
that. Because he's 6'8". Everybody just thinks
Oh, he
he's a
has a
good
long
player because
stick,
he's
guys.
6'8".
Remember Zdeno Chara?
He has a
It's a
long
long stick,
stick.
boys. Just
Yeah.
because he has a
Yeah.
long
So he's
stick does
obviously
not mean
Chara.
it's good in the bed, guys. Fuck. You little dicks in
He's
Toronto should
it's
know
certain,
that you can work with a little shaft.
it's,
Fuck me, man.
uh,
You know, a
he's
thing that's funny,
terrible.
his
And he
defensive numbers
falls
have
over.
gone better, but it's not like it's amazing. It's only at 48%, so like it's not incredible, but
Really
yeah,
got up
no,
that
it's
high?
a lot better.
Wow. I'm surprised by that. He was like
He was 0, but
0.
it's a lot better now.
Huh. Oh, wow. I didn't even notice that.
Maybe
That's
because he's
weird.
playing less minutes. Maybe is he playing less minutes? Let me see. Tyler
Maybe.
Myers.
I doubt it. I doubt it. Oh yeah, they Talkett
Yeah,
has him
with
on the bottom
Stillman.
pair.
So I'm wondering if he's playing a lot less minutes.
Yeah, so maybe
He's still
playing
playing
better
a shit
'cause
ton of minutes. 25 in New York, 24 against Detroit, 19 in Detroit,
really,
22 against the Rangers.
maybe Rick Tocchet is just changing things around with him. He's like talking in his ear about how he can improve
Maybe.
defensively, and it's working. I mean, okay, Tyler Myers does have all the tools to
Oh
be a
yeah, the
great
guy's
defenseman.
always
It's
been.
just he doesn't.
It could have been.
He just does weird shit. He skates it out of the zone, and you're like,
The thing
nobody's ready
is, does
for it.
Toronto really want to have Myers at 2 years? That's the thing.
I just don't think you need
Well,
Tyler
that's the thing.
Myers.
I think they don't really. I mean, they could use an extra defenseman since Muzzin's out of the lineup. Hall's useless. Like you like.
Jake McCabe, man.
And but the Jake McCabe doesn't want to
That's
come to Canada. That's the problem. No,
at all.
no, I don't think he wants to
thought.
come to Canada.
Oh,
He's
okay.
American.
Of course, everybody wants Patrick Kane in Toronto. Why the hell would you need Patrick Kane?
Yeah, I don't know.
Apparently, he's willing to
Man,
go to Toronto.
you know what? If they were actually genius,
Oh,
this team, they would actually kept Jared McCann. They would have actually had a really solid top 6.
yeah, yeah, I don't know what that was all about. I wanted to talk about that. Talking about Patrick Kane. That like I don't even know why there wasn't even talked about more. To tell you the honest truth, not too many things happen where I'm just blows my mind. A player actually says he's
I seen
upset
that
because
shit, dude.
Tarasenko.
I
I
seen
was
it.
like, in the dressing room, he says that he is upset that Tarasenko went to the Rangers because he
I
wanted
seen
to.
that. I was like
Oh,
insane. I was like, I seen that. I'm like, really? I'm like, he actually said that he was like sad about not going.
yeah. So I like after he said that, I faded Chicago every game because there's if that's what's going on there, they aren't winning. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't win another game for the rest of the year. That is fucking nuts. Like if to say that in the dressing room in public, I just can't believe it. I couldn't
I
believe
mean,
it.
I get it because the team sucks and stuff like that, but like you should show as an example to the rest of the young players, like always play your heart out. But like that just showing is like he only cares about winning and only cares about his success with that team. Right? That's just showing that kind of that selfish kind of mindset.
I guess. But I mean, apparently the reason why they went and got Tarasenko instead of Kane, which thank God they did, because no way you want Kane over Tarasenko, is that he kept on dragging his heels on whether he was going to leave Chicago or not. Probably family oriented. I think he's having some conflict there with his family. I think he wants to go, and that's kind of what he was saying. He was kind of, but still, you just don't say that. I just couldn't believe it in public. You would say that. It looks so bad, right?
Yeah, like maybe just keep it in and talk about it with some like your agent or something. Like talk about it with somebody else. Like,
Yeah.
instead of like talking about it
And
in
that's
public, like right
and
off the get go. Like just say, oh, it is what it is. It's good that Tarasenko's off to Rangers.
yeah,
I'm happy to him, and we'll just see what happens.
whatever. Yeah. I mean, it's great that he didn't because it's great to have this conversation about it. But if I was an owner or something, I would lose my freaking mind. What are you talking about? Oh my gosh. Although, I mean, it's a great tank move because the whole room is going to go, oh, he doesn't even really want to be. I mean, it creates so much shitty
You're
feeling in
welcome,
that
Caden.
room,
Kane said a while ago that
which might already
Kane
be
said a
there.
while ago that he was upset that Tarasenko got traded to the Rangers and he wanted to go to the Rangers. So he was just basically in the media talking about that. It was like a week or so ago now, but yeah, he talked a little bit about that. But yeah, I mean, Blackhawks. I mean, they're sucking ass this year. I'm excited to see who's gonna win the lottery. Columbus is down up and in there too. Another team that's been doing quite ass. But I mean, they got tons of players that they could trade in Chicagoland. That's the thing that's funny. Like they could still like stack up on picks. Like you got Domi, who's been pretty productive this year. That's gonna fetch you a good amount, especially that contract. You have to retain that. It's $1.5 million to a team that really needs an extra offensive gun. You got Domi. Kane, I mean, that's gonna be a tough one to take for almost anybody. McCabe, you got McCabe that you could dump off. You even got Murphy that you could dump off.
Yeah, I mean, I hate losing both those two guys, but if you're not going to win, you're not going to win. And I know you need
Dude,
veterans to help
I
out
I
the
would
young
love
players.
to have Bedard go to Columbus. I think that team would be just sick, bro. If Bedard goes to Columbus, that is just insane. And I want it to happen because I would love it so badly for the Blue Jackets to get Bedard. I know it's in a market where it's like, oh, but like
Oh,
I
that's
think it
why
would
I
grow
want
the
to.
fuck out of hockey. Like McDavid going to Edmonton, I love
Yeah,
it. I love that McDavid's here in Edmonton, but it's not like growing the market too big, right? Because he's in Edmonton.
yeah,
But
no,
Bedard going to the Blue
yeah,
Jackets, fuck me, they're gonna have packed houses, man. The Saddle Dome game. Bedard was playing in the Saddle Dome
mhm,
in a WHL game, and the arena was packed. That's what
yeah,
Bedard can do. To Chicago, Chicago already
yeah.
has a good market, and also fuck them for all the garbage that they have done. They don't need Bedard. They don't deserve Bedard. The team that does deserve Bedard has gone through years and years of failures. Deserves Bedard.
They have hardly any money and they're barely holding on. If everybody talks about Arizona losing that team, I'm surprised Columbus isn't talked about in that. But they have the fans do show up in the building pretty good. But yeah, I agree with you. I think
But
Columbus
dude,
would be an excellent
Bedard,
market for him.
Goudreau, Line, whoo! And then you got Ken
Especially
Johnson
if,
to even add on to that. Marchenko, Cole Sillinger.
yeah, they got great offense, but man, they got to get some
And you
defensemen
got
there.
Boone
Holy
Jenner
fuck,
there. It's okay.
Boone Jenner,
I don't think Boone Jenner plays very well
Branson.
defensively. I do believe. They don't play defense there in Columbus. It's pure offense, bro. Though it's going to be Edmonton Oilers 2.0. Pure
Yeah, pretty
offense, bro.
much pure offense. I even heard they're considering giving a long-term contract to Klingberg.
No,
Yeah,
you got to be
yeah,
fucking me, Perlo.
that's what I heard.
Why do they need that? They got Ballquist there.
You got Boquist, yeah, you
Bean,
got Wierenski,
Bean.
Bean is, yeah. You just basically, we're not playing
That's
defense
so
at all.
fucking dumb.
And for the love of God, would you trade the goaltender
Reese
there?
Linkins.
Yeah, fucking trade him,
How?
man.
How?
Ever
How?
since his buddy died there, think like his buddy dies by
Blown apart
getting
by a firework.
a firework, and he's got to listen to a cannon go off every time they fucking score. Like,
Boom!
talk about
Ah, what the
PTSD.
fuck? Oh, I'm okay. I'm at the hockey game.
They should. Yeah, he's got to get out of that environment somewhere. Retain. I think he's got all the skills to be a good
Well, the
goaltender.
thing
But
is, too, you're playing in the Blue Jackets where they got, what, their top pairing is Peak and Blackenberg, Bernie and Gabranson, Bayreuther and Bockwist. Like, I don't think he got very much there. Welcome in, new manner. I'm an oldest
that's
fan.
for sure.
I'm an oldest fan. But tonight we're supporting the Devils. We're not really paying attention. We're just here chilling and vibing tonight. We're not really doing too much play-by-play. I know it says in the title. I know I'm kind of scamming, but we're just relaxing tonight, having a good old chat, catching up because I haven't been live for a few days now, or almost a month now. I haven't been live for. So I wanted to have a little bit of a catch-up stream, talk about some hockey, and talk about what's going on.
Yeah, that's what you'll do. Like if you have a day off and you got nothing to do, give me a call, and in the afternoon we can just go talk like this on live.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing on like days off. I'm thinking about just going early in the afternoon, just go live. Because sometimes I'd like to relax at night, and doing hockey games is just like, I don't know, I'd rather relax once it gets like to 7 and do nothing.
Oh shit. Carolina.
I don't know. I've been hearing tons of rumors about the Oilers. There might be something big tomorrow, from what I've been hearing. So I've been really interested to see what's going to be happening tomorrow with the Oilers. Welcome in, Steven. Yeah, I'm back. I'm going to be completely honest with you, man. I legitimately thought you were dead or quit YouTube. I tried looking for any updates or news, but found nothing. No, no, I'm not dead. I'm alive. No, usually if I go totally AFK, majority of the time it's because I'm off taking a break or whatever, and that was the reason why I was mostly off, just relaxing, taking a little bit of a break. I won't be doing as much YouTube because I'm working a lot more now, so. But yeah.
Yeah.
I also think the Blue Jackets, their rebuild is going to be a little bit more tougher because they don't got a whole lot of players that they can really dump off right now either.
Yeah, well, they're not really like, I don't know. Kekalainen is like a mad genius or just mad. I don't know, but I don't think he's really he's doing a super quick rebuild as fast as he possibly can. I don't think it's a crazy rebuild he's thinking of doing. Obviously you get Goudreau. That's not a rebuild move, not at all. No. Like sign Lyon long term. He's going to pick up as many prospects as he can, and he's going to fill it in with free agents, and he's going to go for it. That's what I think. But they got to get defense no matter what. They have to. I mean, even their last Nemec. No, not Nemec. Juracek. He's an offensive demon too.
Well, off the wall hockey's been taking a vacation too, so exactly like me, taking a little bit of time off.
I should say so. I mean, talk about burnout. How the fuck does that guy do that?
I was so burnt out. Like, I was like so basically like the last stream I did against the Lightning, I was like so overwhelmed, like so stressed out. Like I basically drove myself into the ground, and like I can't believe what fucking he's able to do, because I know he works on the side as well. Like, it's insane.
On the side, he was a freaking landscaper. Like when he's landscaping and hockey's on, that's just nuts how he does that, right?
I know. I've been seeing. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I've been seeing a lot of Erik Karlsson to the Oilers. I mean, I think a lot of it's sparked from the All-Star game. Grigger said that we made an offer to San Jose. I just don't know how it's possible. What you do, maybe they trade back Barry is like what my thoughts. I would never trade Bouchard in the fucking, I swear to God, if we touch Bouchard and trade that guy away, we're going to regret it. We're trading Bouchard to a Pacific Division team. I think it's the dumbest fucking move we could possibly make, trade away Bouchard. You're not winning in that deal.
I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want Bouchard. Not in the Carson deal, no. Carlson.
Never trade away Bouchard. Maybe. Ever. I could care less about Chikrin. I would rather keep Bouchard. And especially even Broberg now, I'd almost want to keep Broberg too.
I was saying that, man. I know. You remember that. Broberg, really watch out for Broberg. Yeah, he's going to be a solid defensive defenseman. Solid. I think he's going to be better than
I think he can bring that offensive game too. That's the thing. He's not a bad two-way guy, like, to be quite honest with you.
He's not going to have lots of offense, but He's gonna have like
His
Slavin type
analytics look
offense
not
at
bad.
his
It's
highest.
pretty mid, but like not terrible. 50% in the offensive and
For his age,
63% for the expected defense, which is quite solid.
that's what's he, 21 years old, and he's
Yeah,
putting up those
21.
kind of numbers. I mean, those are
And
good
he's
numbers
been
for a
paired alongside with
21-year-old
the young
defenseman.
Evan Bouchard as well, majority of this year, who has not been playing very well defensively. Actually, Bouchard's defensive numbers are not too bad either. But first goal of the game for the Blues, Barbashev.
Yeah, not happy with that. I got New Jersey to win this, but the Blues look like they look determined, man.
Are they gonna do like the thing that they did the last year, one of the years that they went and won the cup, just fucking totally rip things up?
Yeah, starting to
But I mean,
wonder.
they got a hard climb, man. They got to really start climbing things together because I mean, the Oilers are only getting hotter, right? Like you got the Oilers that are getting just
Oh,
hotter. Yeah,
Blackwood
Blackwood's
is
in
in
net.
net. Oh my God. I would never, how the hell did that happen? I never would have taken New Jersey if I knew Blackwood was in net. Ah, for the love of, oh, one thing is the over should come in,
Oh, I got
hopefully.
a little bit of story time. So I was hanging out with these girls because I went to a club with some ladies there on the weekend. I ended up being friends with this one chick. She ended up having a boyfriend, so I ended up just being friends with her. Went to the gym. I know this is a little bit of a fast story, but we went to the gym, and the workout wasn't too bad. She's not very like she's into working out, but like definitely not as much as me. Like I know the ins and outs of almost every fucking workout and the way that like they work out certain muscles and all that shit. So it was not a bad workout until she's like, I'm talking with her, and apparently her boyfriend, he plays on one of the junior teams that I used to do play by play for. And the girl was like, out of nowhere, was like, she's like, asked about the BF. I'm like, oh, does your BF go to, the gym or whatever? And she's like, oh, no, he lives all the way in, this town and plays hockey here. And I'm like, okay, cool. And she's like, oh, my boyfriend didn't want me to tell you, but like your voice sucks and you're really annoying while doing play by play. She tells me, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, who the fuck did this guy think he is? Oh, Mercer just scored as well.
Well, actually, who is
To say
she
that to
to
me, right?
say that?
And then the next day I told her to fuck off. I'm like, I'm not being friends with you.
Who, now, if she said, I don't agree or whatever, well, what are you talking for your boyfriend
I don't
for?
know. I have no idea.
If your boyfriend thinks
Then just
that,
don't fucking
I
tell me.
mean, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, even if he does tell
Yeah,
it,
right?
have him tell you.
Have
What
him
are
tell
you?
fucking me.
Why the fuck would you tell me that your boyfriend doesn't like my stream? Not to mention, who cares? Like, not everybody likes
No,
everybody,
not
for
everyone's
fuck's
gonna
sake.
think I'm fucking funny as shit. But I think the voice part, I'm sorry. I have not heard one single person in my life say that my voice sucks.
No,
So I gotta say, I think you're just a little
no.
jelly that I was talking to your girl. Like, that's the way I'm kind of thinking. Because there's not one person,
All
there's not one
possible.
fucking person has dissed my
Maybe, yeah.
voice ever in my life.
Maybe. Yeah, but it doesn't. Even
Oh,
if it
yeah.
is like you can be great at something, but there's always going to
Oh,
be people that
without a
don't
doubt. I
like
don't
it,
disagree
right?
because there's always going to be people that really don't like your play by play.
Because I even like I know there's lots of people out there that lots of people like, and
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't. But that's just personal preference. Who gives a shit?
Oh,
Right? Who
yeah.
cares? That's just a personal preference. There's nothing wrong with the person. If you got lots of people following you, you're doing great. Don't listen to what I got to fucking say. Who cares? Right? That's what I
Yeah,
say.
it made
Well,
me
that's what
laugh.
I think
I was
about
like
that.
so stunned when she said that. I'm like, why the fuck? Like, why? Like, I didn't need to know that, dude. Like,
I'm more stunned by that you would
yeah, I
say
was so
it
stunned. I was like, I
than
giggled and I'm like,
anything.
what? Like, what did you say? My voice is crap and my play by play is annoying.
But why? It's just I'm more stunned by the fact that you would even say it in the first place, not the fact that somebody thinks that.
I
Who
was just trying
cares?
to be
Whatever.
friendly and
That
then
is.
fucking out there whipping my.
Yeah. Maybe she was just trying to blow you off, and that
Maybe.
was her way of
Yeah,
doing
the
it or
next day I
something.
told her to fuck off. Anyways, yeah,
Anyways,
I do play hockey.
so
Not very much anymore. I used to I sometimes go play beer league, but I don't have a car, so it's kind of hard for me to go play hockey. So you kind of need a car for that shit.
I I played hockey long enough to have basically no teeth in my front, so
I
that's.
still have all my teeth, thank God.
Oh,
Didn't lose
really?
one
Wow.
tooth. Yeah.
That's wow. They are a
Well, yeah.
unicorn.
We played with cages, and I never really got in any fights or anything like that. So I did get a concussion, though. So
Uh,
I did get a concussion for playing hockey.
oh,
I was
okay.
protecting my
That's
goalie,
good.
and I got cross-checked, and I smashed my head right off the post.
I play. I'm sure I got a concussion, but
Yeah,
I
they
played
didn't
at
give
a
a
time when
fuck.
they just
They
called
didn't
it
give.
getting your bell. Just got your bell
Hey,
wrong.
keep your head
That's
up. You're good. Can you count to five,
exactly.
5, 3? All right, you're good, buddy. Get back out there. What? Where are
No,
you?
it's
Home? No, you're at the rink. Wake up. You get
the,
back out there, bud.
yeah, exactly. Here's
Here's
some
some fucking
smelling
smelling
salts
salts.
and
Take these painkillers. Get right back out there.
yeah. Is it bad that I don't remember playing hockey yesterday?
Yeah, it's fine. That's okay. If she don't like the voice, show her the Johnson. Yeah, just whip it right out there. Oh, you don't like my voice and shit, eh?
Yeah.
Well, fucking take a look at my little Johnson here.
You don't like my voice? Well, I wasn't planning on talking to you anyways.
I just wanted to get my mouth in your pussy, all right?
That's not exactly the angle I was looking for. And you're not going to need to talk
Because
either.
you're going to have my cock in your mouth.
Won't be able to talk very well with what was about to happen right now. Oh, that's the other good thing is since we don't give a fuck anymore because we're only going to show up every once in a while. The YouTube can
Suck my
cancel us
cock,
or block
YouTube.
us all fucking.
Suck my dick and balls. The cock and ball.
Did you ever see? Did you ever see that? What was that? That was what's his name? Oh, with the right in the cock and ball. What's his name? There were
We did a bunch stream.
he did the golfing movie. Sanders. You know what I'm talking
I
about, the
don't
comedian?
believe so.
He was on Saturday Night Live, Jewish
I don't
dude, super
remember.
rich now. Somebody help me out there. Come on. Jesus, how come I can't remember his name? Oh well, it doesn't matter. Anyways, yeah, he had a live, or not a live. He had a back in the day, like they used to do
Yeah.
tapes and stuff, and CDs or whatever the case may be, and he one of his things was his aunt always tell him to go in the corner and play with his
Cock and
cock and
balls.
ball.
Cock and
Cock and
balls.
balls.
It's like one of my favorite things. Suck my cock and balls, buddy.
Cock and ball.
I've been smacking people. I won't smack you with this one, but I've been smacking people with this D's nuts joke. It's you go up to a person, you say, "Yo, you know this person named Yukon Jack?" And they're like, "Yo, no, I don't know that person his name. Who is that?" And then you say, you could jack these nuts off." You say, I hit
Yeah.
so many people with that, and oh my god, it's so fucking funny to see the disappointment in their face when I get to say it right to them.
Yeah.
I needed a good laugh. But yeah, that's what we're
Yeah.
here to do. We're here to give good laughs and joke around about cock and balls and
Yeah.
Shattenkirks.
I think that's what we should just do all the time whenever we come on, because that's the most fun for me. I don't whatever anybody else does, I don't give a shit. But yeah, yeah, that's we have some pretty good
Oh my
laughs,
god.
man.
Makes light of situations that fucking are sometimes a little it's funny. I fucking love making fun of shit. Sparks up the mood. Sparks up the mood. Especially since I was so goddamn stunned when she said that. I was like, I just wanted to be a workout, bro. I didn't want to fucking get shit talked on my workout. I want to be pumped up on my workout. Not shit talked. And also, I'd rather hear it from the person that wants to shit talk me. I hate that shit. Right? Like, I'm not gonna go up to you, Perlo. Like, yo, one of my buddies told you, Perlo, that you fucking suck. right? Like it's just I'd rather have that person come up to you and tell you that to your face instead of, you know, scurrying her
Yeah.
behind your chick.
Boston's up 4-0. Please
Woo.
tell me that's all they scored.
Woo. You have the under 5.5 on that game?
Yeah.
At the worst line war management, you only see it in the
But
movies.
I
So
got
I
I
really,
got five I got 5 units on Boston in regulation, so it's not too bad.
oh.
Anyways, so okay, what else are we gonna talk? I mean, Vancouver is just so much fun, and I think that was the other thing because we weren't finished with Vancouver. We went off on a rabbit trail, which is fun, which is really good. But that was the next thing. Oh, Rick Tocchet's going to fix the defense. Rick Tocchet's an amazing defensive coach. Don't get me wrong, he is. But ain't nobody fixing that defense. Ain't nobody fixing. I don't give a shit.
Let's take a look.
Tortorella,
Let's take a look at the
Barry
games that
Trotz.
Tocchet's been there. 1-6, 5-2, 4-5, 3-4 loss, 6-5 win. Oh, against the Islanders. Wow. 2-5 loss against the Red Wings. 1-6 loss against the Red Wings. And 6-4 against the Rangers. Woo! That's a lot of 6 and 5s there. I don't know.
And the Rangers game before that, Rick Tocchet said we're going to get right back to the basics again. Yeah. So that's the problem, Tocchet. You took this team, and if you thought you were going to make this team better defensively, I'll tell you, you got a lot of balls. You believe in yourself a lot, but you're not. You're not. The team's not getting better defensively until they get defensemen that are NHL caliber.
It's going to be a hard team to kind of just like transform. Like it's going to take Tocchet, I think, at least a year or two before this defensive core is even that good. Like, I mean, it's going to help the Canucks a lot if they can get rid of Myers. It's going to help a lot if they could get rid of that.
Oh, sure, but I mean, seriously, they're going to get rid of that? How? I mean, Luke Shen is in your top 4.
I mean, that guy has been pretty good this year, but oh my god, the amount of people that talk about Luke Shen this year being like a big trading asset and stuff like that. I don't know if you've been seeing it at a time, but everyone's been talking about Luke Shen going somewhere this year.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
being a big trading asset.
Yeah, he's probably having the best year he's ever had in his career, but I mean, he's 33 years old and he's been asked most of his career. So is that all of a sudden going to change now when he turns 34? I don't know. Riley Stillman. It's like there's nothing there. And then, of course, the goaltending as well. Poor Artur Silovs. Imagine that. Imagine rolling those dice. Your first NHL game is with Vancouver's defense. Probably had a better defense if you take into the consideration the competition level. I'm positive he had a better defense in the AHL.
I was just reading this post from Daniel Carcillo about Steve Montador. I didn't know the guy passed away. Fuck me. Did not know.
Oh, yeah.
35.
Yeah.
Mostly because of concussions.
Yeah, concussions and all kinds of shit.
I'm glad that you know, the NHL is doing a little bit of a better job keeping an eye. Well, actually, a lot of a better job than what it used to be for concussions and stuff like that. That's why, like, a lot of people I hate the motherfuckers that I want more fighting and stuff like that. It's like you want people to kill themselves. Like, I don't get it. Like, I love watching the occasional fight. I do. I love watching the occasional fight, and stuff. But it's dangerous for the mind and stuff like that. You know,
I think there's the right amount of fighting right now.
I think so too. I think we're at a really good line. You can even lower it. You can even lower it, and I'll still be fine.
You can take a shot. I mean, you can take a shot every once in a while, but back in the '90s and '80s, man, those guys were fighting
Well,
almost
even in
every
the
night.
late 2000s, early 2000s, it
That's
was just
yeah,
nothing but fighting all the time, right?
that's just stupid. There's no need for that. They were fighting more or less. You might as well like had a fighting match while the game was going on. You know, it wasn't even part of the game anymore. At least now, when there's a fight, there's a reason for it. You know what I mean? Like there's actual fervor going on, not just okay, let's go to make the fans happy.
Yeah. And apparently, the Steve's dad was filing a second wrongful death lawsuit against the NHL
Oh wow.
to talk about how many sub concussions he had. Like there were so many, it was crazy.
And and not only that, it's the how much they knew at the time. That's
Welcome
where
in,
they're
Cam
really
Man.
getting.
That's the
That's where
thing.
they're
I think
really
a
getting
lot of the
into,
NHL knew what these players were going through. They just didn't give a fuck. Like a lot of the
or they were
teams just didn't
ignoring,
care. Like, oh, you have a concussion, get right back out there.
or they were ignoring. By the way, Atu Ratu,
Hmm.
first 6 games in Abbotsford,
Hmm.
1 assist.
Yeah, he's going to be slow to start off with. They should almost send him
Yeah.
back to Europe, almost, I think.
He had, I mean, he dropped in his draft year terribly, and then he had a decent year in Finland, and now he had 15 points in 27 games with Bridgeport, which isn't bad for a kid his age.
No.
It's pretty, but I mean, 1 point in 6 games, new team, stuff like that. We'll see how it goes, but I don't know why I'm rooting for the kid. Something about him I like. He's only 20. He'll take a while. What? Okay, so we've actually did really well not talking shitloads about the Oilers so far.
Dude, I haven't really been paying attention to the Oilers. I think the Oilers really burnt me out. I think that was like the root cause of everything. Because like my whole like life was surrounded around the Oilers, as you know. So I've really just been taking a step back as an Oilers fan. Like, I think I was too involved with the Oilers to the point where it's just driving me mentally insane. And I've been just so involved with the team over the past 4 years that it just kind of drove me off the fucking knocker. Especially since like they keep doing the exact same shit over and over and over again. So I was like, I gotta take a step back. I just gotta like stop like focusing on the team so goddamn much and focusing on
Is
the in and out. So I'm just like very just like just being a little bit of a fan, focusing
is
on
it,
here and
is
there.
is this the year that Pittsburgh misses the playoffs?
Um, that's a tough one. I don't know.
I think it is.
I think Pittsburgh will do Pittsburgh things and they'll make it in. I think they could still get a top. They could
Really?
still get a strong top
You
six.
think so?
I mean, Carter sucks ass. I think they could pick up somebody for the depth. Um,
He does
how
now.
long is
He's just too,
Dario
it's too
for
old
though?
now. I don't know. He should be back soon, apparently, but I don't even. I don't even think it matters. Their defense is deplorable too. It's not good. Demolin,
Well, that's what happens when you trade Marino and decide to pick up Jeff
yeah,
Petrie.
Jeff Petrie, yeah, like that was the biggest. That was one of the stupidest moves of the year. How Pierre Olive Joseph looks like he's doing all right. He's going to be a pretty good
Yeah, I've
defenseman.
heard some pretty good things about him. His analytics look not bad, not great defensively, but awesome offensive defenseman.
Yeah, that's what he is.
Oh yeah,
But he's
I'm
only
really
30
riled
years
up
old.
about us getting Eric Carlson, dude. I'm fucking awesome. Yeah, we totally need more offense. I am super excited for us to get Eric Carlson and Patrick Kane. I am pumped as shit to get both of
Might
those
as
players.
well.
Fuck it.
Might as well.
Fuck it.
Let's
Might as well
do
just
it.
get
Let's
both.
be the first team to win a cup with basically no defense whatsoever. Let's just do it. Somebody brought up something interesting though. The 2016 Pittsburgh Penguins
This whole
had the
offense.
worst defense
What
to
they had
ever win a
fucking
cup.
Daly, Letang.
Yeah, Daly was good.
Oh my god, I want to see that team now. 2016 picks for Penguins.
Lovejoy, Scuderi.
They had what was the other old motherfucker? There's another old motherfucker, Hainsey. Ron Hainsey was on the team.
Hainsey. Ron Hainsey had good analytics.
Oh yeah,
he
fucking
was good.
amazing. I'm not saying he had
Yeah.
bad analytics. No, he was amazing.
Yeah.
So this team.
Yeah, I would say that.
Oh, this was the team that had Schultz, Letang, Ian Cole, Trevor Daly, Dumoulin, and Chad Ruhwedel, and then Ollie Mata in there as well, and then Mark Streit as well.
Yeah.
That's not bad, but not amazing, right? Like
it's still better than the Oilers.
Right? So you had Schultz and Cole, Hainsey, Mata. I think Letang was even playing during the playoffs.
Yeah, Letang was injured.
Yeah, so it was only Mark Streit who only played 3 games. You had Schultz, Mata, Hainsey, Dumoulin, Daly, and Cole who all were playing. That is atrocious. But it's still not bad. Like, Schultz wasn't a bad defenseman. He was mostly offensively. You had Mata, who had some good defensive numbers. Hainsey, who had pretty good defensive numbers. Dumoulin
Mata was good defensively back then.
All of them had pretty good defensive numbers. It's just, you don't want those guys. Like, it was a young Brian Dumoulin at the time. You had a young Ollie Mata playing 20 minutes. Plus, I mean, you had insane Marc-Andre Fleury and Matt Murray at the time.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I said about that year. Fleury, that was one of the most amazing goaltending performances
for both.
I've ever seen.
For both. I think Matt Murray and Fleury were both amazing. I know Murray had like a little bit of I think trouble during the second round or something. I can't even. What was that? I think somewhere around there. But
yeah, Murray took over and then went nuts. Incredible.
Murray went nuts the first year. Remember the first playoff win that the Pittsburgh Penguins had? It was Fleury who struggled right off the get-go that Matt Murray took over, and he rode
And then it was the other way around.
And then it was the other way around the next year where Matt Murray started. He slowed down, and then Fleury took it the rest of the way.
That's right. Yeah, Fleury, that was incredible what Fleury did that year. Amazing. Yeah.
So I'm only going to be live for a few more minutes here. We'll be live until about 8:15, and then I'm going to go cook some food for tonight because I'm starting to get a little hungry. Plus, I want to relax for a little bit because I got to hit the gym in the morning.
That's what you should do, dude. Like, I think you could do evenings or whatever. Just don't do full games.
Yeah, that's my problem because like every game I have to jump on at 7 and then I'm here until like 9:30 and then immediately have to go to bed. So with me,
and then it goes into overtime.
Yeah, and then it goes into overtime, and next thing you know, it's fucking 11, and you're like, oh fuck me, now I got no more time to work out in the morning.
You didn't do anything. Yeah. Just go on for an hour and a half.
That's kind of like my perfect time. I could jump on for an hour and a half and do it easily. That's easy for me because I could just quickly jump on, talk some hockey for a bit, watch a little bit of the game, and then head off.
Yeah.
6-2 now for the Canes. Whew.
Oh, I got the over on that, but I did not get I thought Canadians would keep that close, but I guess not.
Oh god. Oh.
4-0. Okay. Boston should just keep this at this score the whole time. Boston's not going to go balls out now. Right? Like, why would they want to score another goal?
Oh, why not, dude?
They're just going to shut her down.
Whose team is better? I seen a lot of people saying, the other team, but Rangers or Bruins, who do you like better?
Bruins.
Yeah, right? Any logical human
being.
Without
a doubt.
Every guy, so there was this guy that does editing for Steve Dangle, so they're all Leafs fans. We're like, oh, Rangers easily better than the Bruins. I'm like, the fuck you talking about, dude? I'm like, the team has, Marchand, Bergeron, sure, Smith has been ass. I don't disagree. But you have Zach, who's been quite solid, Krejci, Pasternak. You have a really good third line with Hall, Coyle, and Foligno. You got a great, solid defensive core. Like, it's very solid. And then you got good 2 goalies in Swayman and Ullmark.
You know what? They hate Grzelcyk in Boston because he's small. I would freaking love Grzelcyk. I love if we could pry that guy away.
I fucking love Grzelcyk, dude.
For sure. He's probably one of the, he's like, Grzelcyk is basically like, Spurgeon.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Oh yeah, same thing. Oh yeah.
Grzelcyk, Spurgeon, same thing.
I think Spurgeon's like miles ahead, though. I'm sorry. Spurgeon's way better.
But
But Grzelcyk's still
Yeah,
very solid.
he's the same type of player though. And he's like Spurgeon's better offensively. But he's the same type of player. He gets shit on. And nobody talks about Spurgeon. Spurgeon's like the most underrated player in the league. One of them. Finally, people are starting to wake up and realize Hamilton's a good defenseman.
Yeah, that took a while.
Yeah. All the Carolina fans that said that he wasn't worth $9 million a year. I was like, he's worth nurse money for sure.
I mean, not like the regret. I mean, I would be regretting if I was the Canes right now for Dougie. I think they could have still used Dougie.
Well,
I
yeah.
think I don't know.
Imagine if Hamilton was on that
Like, dude,
team.
it's kind of insane like
Holy
how good the Canes have
Jesus.
been playing, even though their secondary scoring has just been absolutely ass this year, Perlo. Like
Yep.
Teravainen hasn't been great. Jarvis has been very slow this year. Kakanami sucks ass. Like you
Yeah.
just have no depth scoring. Like Stefan Newson is like your
Yeah.
best secondary goal scorer on the team. That's fucking embarrassing, dude. Like you got
Mhm.
to get better
What
secondary
happened?
scoring.
What's happened to Svechnikov, man? He hasn't scored in like 10 games or something like
That's the
that.
thing. Like I
Did
don't
he?
know,
He
man.
did. He probably scored tonight with all those goals, I imagine.
Let's
Teravainen's starting to get starting to. He was injured and he's starting to get back
see.
on where he should be. Like I said, people are picking Carolina to win the cup, and I've been saying all along they ain't winning a cup until they get a second line center.
Few assists for
I don't.
Sveshnikov.
I don't
That's
care.
why
I don't care
I
how.
didn't get the lockup on the Kakanami. Like they're so worried about giving big money to players. Like they didn't give it to Dougie Hamilton, but here they are handing a fucking $4.8 million contract forever for Kakanami.
I think he has a lot. I think he can. He will be good eventually. Sort of like what I said about Heedle with the Rangers. Like I think he can. He can go on that trajectory,
It's just
but
gonna take him a
he's
while.
not. He's just not there yet, and they need a second line center. I thought of maybe O'Reilly for if they can get him on a short term or whatever. But they need something there. They need a second line center big time.
Oh, without a doubt, they need something. They need
They're
something.
not. I don't care how good you. And also, I like we've talked about this because the analytics crowd will quite often say that don't spend too much money on goaltending, but um, I don't think Ranta Anderson are going to get you there either.
Cooch though, well, I love the Cooch.
Oh yeah, when he comes when he reaches his peak, but I don't know about
Even
right
this year, he
not.
wasn't that bad. Like
He
913,
was
he was
good.
better than what Anderson's playing right now. And
Yeah,
Ronta, like fuck.
I'd be using him rather than putting him down in the minor. I think they're going to trade Ranta,
You got to be
and
thinking
then
so. You got to be thinking that they're gonna probably be doing that and then play Cooch with Anderson.
he'll take that spot from Anderson for sure.
Oh, easily.
And I think Anderson's great when he's healthy, but he just never is. Just never is. He's either
That's why,
playing
like,
hurt
honestly,
or
like the
he's on IR.
contract given to Frederick Anderson wasn't a terrible contract because it was short term. Like, you take a bet on a guy that plays really good. You know, he played a full season last year. You know, didn't play during the playoffs, unfortunately, but it is what it is, right? You took a bet on a guy, didn't end up working out, ended up working pretty well during the regular season for you. But I don't think it was a bad bet. All right, well, I think that's going to be it for me. I'm going to call our quits here. I know we're a few minutes before 8:15, but I'm going to head off and go cook some food and relax for the rest of the night. So thank you guys for joining in for, I know it was only an hour, but we're going to have a little bit of shorter streams over the next little bit. I don't know when I'll be live next. It'll probably be sometime next week. I don't know when I'll be live next, but I will let you guys know in the Discord, so check that out. Link is down in the description below. I know I didn't do a Manscaped ad this time around, but we will do one next week.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
But
that.
we'll do that next week. We'll be doing that.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys sometime next week. I'll be posting an update video this weekend on what happened and what's going on and where I've been. So I'll be giving you guys a little bit of an update here soon. But thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, boys.